everybody. This is AI News with AI Erik, and this is February 7th. And today we're going to be talking about AI Erik's deep dive on bank redlining settlements. You know, I've been telling people for a while that the healthcare industry and the banking system's been using AI algorithms for the last 10 years to make sure that they don't give us the due diligence that we deserve. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, we have people that do have good credit and they should be able to get properties and stuff. They giving them the runaround. So I just want to let y'all see, because a lot of people be saying, well, show me. So right now I ran across an article actually that was out today. That's why I particularly said the date. So in a significant move towards addressing racial discrimination in financial services, the First National Bank of Pennsylvania has agreed to a $13.5 million settlement over accusations of racist redlining. This case adds to a growing list of financial institutions held accountable for discriminatory practices against Black and Latino homebuyers, particularly in North Carolina. The U.S. Department of Justice, under the Biden administration's directive and Attorney General's Merrick Garland's leadership, has been actively pursuing such cases. Since 2021, 13 settlements have been reached, accumulating over $122 million in efforts to combat this issue. I'm going to say that one more time for the people who be saying like, well, show me that the banks are racist. The U.S. Department of Justice, under the Biden's administration's directive and Attorney General Merrick Garland's leadership, has been actively pursuing such cases. Since 2021, 13 settlements have been reached, accumulating over $122 million in efforts to combat this issue. So obviously it got to be 13 banks. You know, the redlining task force established by the DOJ found that First National Bank's practices included closing branches in predominantly minority communities and failing to provide mortgage services to Black and Latino individuals. This settlement, part of a broader initiative that saw the largest redlining case in history against City National Bank in Los Angeles, aims to rectify these injustices by funding subsidized loans for affected borrowers in Winston-Salem, and Charlotte, which is good. Despite First National Bank's disagreement with the DOJ's findings, of course, citing compliance with lending regulations, they've chosen to settle as a gesture of goodwill and to avoid extended legal battles. This case underscores the ongoing challenges in ensuring fair lending practices and the importance of holding financial institutions accountable for their impact on minority communities. And I'm going to say that one more time. This case underscores the ongoing challenges in ensuring fair lending practices and the importance of holding financial institutions accountable for their impact on minority communities. I say that to say we have to understand what AI is. Like, we can't hold them accountable if we don't understand the fact that they're using AI models. They're building models to make sure that when the application go through, it's going to tag things. It's going to find certain things where it's going to be like, yo, just like rule them out right out the gate. And we have an opportunity because the president did sign executive, summary on AI. And part of it is that transparency has to be into the picture. Like, we can go to these banks now and but we have to go in a group. We have to go as a whole. We can't, I can't go by myself and be like, I want to see your data for your LLMs, for your algorithms. I want to see the data that you use to determine how you want to give loans out, things like that. You know what I'm saying? The healthcare industry, we want to see the data for a particular healthcare facility. We want to see the data on how you take people in and how you split people up as far as pregnant women, like Black women and white women. Like, we want to see the statistics and the data, because this is important. But if we don't know nothing about artificial intelligence, how can we go after this? Because it's going to continue if we don't stop it. They found 13 banks. Come on, you think if they found 13, how many you think's really doing it around the country? You understand what I'm saying? So I be just trying to tell people, wake up. Let's learn artificial intelligence, because artificial intelligence has opened the door for a lot of things, especially trying to close the generation wealth gap. And I talk about that a lot. So that article right there is that's just one little small piece to the pie to show y'all that banks are racist, and we know that. But what I'm saying is they're using AI algorithms now. When you go get a job, it's going to be a chatbot you're going to have to go through So we want to know what's the data and what are you looking for from that chat bot, from that interview, because from what I'm hearing is slang. It's like once they say, hold on, you might slump. You're like, oh man, like it's everything. Even though you might get a chance. One young lady told me, well, I was able to do a couple of videos, but they got them all. They got all three of the ones you've done. So I'm just letting everybody know, learn artificial intelligence, stop letting the banking system and the healthcare system pull wool over our eyes and act, let us think that we're getting good customer service and we're not, so we're not even going to get into the real generation wealth gap conversation. But I did put a video out on that, but I got to really get more deep into that. So this is AI News with AI Erik, once again, talking about bank redlining settlements. Peace and love.